What is good? Osiris here, stuck in the middle, and I just had to react to this story. I'm late on this. I just found out about it. Portland PD riot control squad votes to resign after cop charged by Jorge Fitzgibbon. Whoa. This has ramifications from locally in Portland all the way throughout the 2020 midterms for Democrats, in my opinion. This lawlessness and chaos, ironically, we might have the right guy at president, the guy who proudly authored the 94 crime bill. We're heading right back to some type of crime bill. You're creating a public that's begging for order in a midst of chaos. I saw a little bit of Michael Malus on Tim Pool today, and they're giddy about this, and I don't think this is going to play out like they think. All this is going to do is force the public towards a more strict policing system. This is going to swing, the pendulum's going to swing the other way. This is not going to create chaos long term. It's giving the police more leverage. Look how crazy this is. About 50 members of the Portland Police Department's elite rapid response team voted to resign. Who needs that squad more than anyone? Portland. They had enough. I think they gave up their pensions. That's how deep this is. This is getting out of control. The riot control team at the Portland Police Department decided to quit en masse after another cop was indicted for slugging a photographer. I don't know the details of that one, but I'm going to speak in general, not of that situation because I'm not read on that. But in general, I've been talking about this. How long, as a police officer, are you going to take this? You're out there risking your life every single day and get nothing but hate in return. It's insane. And I also say at the same time that the police force has to do something to improve their reputation with the community. But why would you want to be a police officer right now? You're getting the garbage, you're getting the bottom of the barrel officers right now. The ones who are close to retirement, gone. I'm talking about across the country, gone. The good cops, gone to private security. Any cop that has options is gone to those other options. You got a bunch of new hires coming in that don't know anything. You're looking at videos now, and it's like they don't even know how to subdue like 13-year-olds. Like, it's unbelievable. 50 members of the department's elite rapid response team voted to resign at a union meeting Wednesday, days after the indictment of Officer Corey Budworth over the August 18th incident. I was not aware of this incident at all. Wow. So Budworth was indicted by a Multnomah County grand jury on one count of fourth-degree assault related to the incident involving activist photographer Teri Jacobs. I don't know that incident. Let me speak outside of that. We don't know who's who. There's people in Antifa that have nothing to do with supporting Black lives or any type of legitimate cause. They just use it as a cover to create chaos and to get their other motivation, their other desires done, whether it's to topple the government or just to be rowdy and just a thrill seeker. And you have the same thing. You're out there, who is the press, who's not the press? There's no difference. Andy Ngo is undercover with Antifa, and he's the press. How am I supposed to tell the difference between him and the press? And I'm not talking about the specific scenario because I don't know the details, but at some point, if you're out there, you're a rioter. At some point. There's freedom of the press, but at some point, if I can't tell, because it's so easy for Antifa to just have a camera and be like, oh, I'm the press now. You throw something and then all of a sudden you bring on the camera, I'm the press. What? That can't work. Law enforcement is held to a higher standard and must constantly strive to live up to the standard, Portland Chief Chuck Lavelle said in a statement Tuesday. So police chiefs are politicians. They are not in the trenches with the cops in the field. So they're always going to be playing the political line. They're really politicians. The city police union said Budworth was just doing his job, was forcefully knocked to the ground during the unruly protest, Fox said. The union said Jacobs fell to the ground during the encounter, reasonably believing that she was getting back up to re-engage in her unlawful activities. Officer Budworth employed one last baton push to try and keep her on the ground, which accidentally struck Miss Jacobs in the head, the union said. Jacobs' lawyer, however, said his client was brutally beaten in the head, neck, back, and face, and so the city has since agreed to a $50,000 civil settlement for Jacobs in the case. Oregon is seeing some of the most violent protests in the country. Portland residents scared to visit trashed downtown amid riots. At some point, this is not a Portland issue. It's an American issue. This is just the home base for Antifa. Let me know what you think. I think this plays a role in 2022. I think this plays a role in a new crime bill, something like that coming down. Because you're going to see the pendulum swing. And Democrats, I think, are going to get absolutely destroyed. I'm working on a video to look at everyone whose seat is up for grabs in 2022 and to see kind of who's in the red, who's in the purple, who's in the blue district, and then just highlight the ones that are in danger. And from looking at it thus far, they're going to get slaughtered. Then I'm going to talk about if they don't get slaughtered in 2022, I mean, politically, if Democrats don't lose big, we're in for some crazy times from 2022 to 2024. Nobody's going downtown. Don't even worry about it. You've got homelessness. You've got riots. You don't know when a riot's going to break out. Nobody's going to the city. And then this is not just Portland. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Take care.